Parthia was one of the great enemies of Rome, the two great powers fighting a myriad of bloody wars. And although Rome never fully subjugated the region, they ought to have thanked the Parthians for what they did to Crassus. In our game, however, Parthia remains as one of the three great hegemons of the world. Can we do what the Romans never could and subjugate these lands? Well, stay tuned to find out. And welcome back to our Roman Empire world conquest, guys. And we have taken out the Germans, we have come into the steppe, and now there's pretty much only a couple of enemies left. So today we are going to be taking on one of the most famous and fabled enemies of Rome. Of course, I'm talking about Parthia. First things first though, I think we've got a little bit of unfinished business when it comes to Arabia and the Horn of Africa. So we are going to be attacking these guys down here pretty soon. We just need to get everything sorted over here. Well, there we go. There goes our justification, guys. So let's get straight into them. I don't think... Oh, when's our truce up with them? I didn't realize that we still had a truce. Okay, it's in one more year, so I'm happy to wait that one out. Well, there is a little bit of an issue in the fact that we are eating all the food over here, so let's just try and find the places where there's gonna be food for now. Right then, it's time to take the Gash. And honestly, I didn't even realize Kush was still alive. Okay, well done, Kush, you're still alive, but this should be rather nice and easy. Let's hope anyway. And of course, let's make sure we're keeping our stability nice and high by sacking a few holy sites. Well, there goes one, and there's one right next to it too. And there are some Ptolemaic troops. Not seen any of those for quite a while, I'm not gonna lie. And the Ptolemies actually just ate Yamnat, so yeah, that's quite good for us actually. Allows us to consolidate this land a little bit easier. Well, there we go, guys. That is what we're going to take. It's probably going to be another couple of wars against them to really get rid of them. So, yeah, let's go for that. And there we go. Things are looking a little bit cleaner down here, shall we say. And of course, we are continuing to build cities in all of these areas over here that don't have them. And in order to be ready for this crazy war, guys, we are, of course, going to be creating a few more legions. Well, there we go, guys. We've added, I don't know, like 8 more, 9, 10 more legions, maybe? Something like that. Some pretty good ones as well, if you ask me. The only issue being the fact that we have used so many commanders making these new legions that we don't actually have commanders for all of them anymore. I'll just show you if I can find one. There are no commanders left in the Roman Empire, boys. Oh dear. Well, this is certainly an invasion force, my friends, isn't it? Why didn't Crassus think of this, having like 50 legions invading instead? We have managed to find commanders for all our legions now as well, which is awesome. So let's get into Parthia and see if we can do what the Romans never really could. And we're going to go for Media Atropatene because I know where that is. I don't know where the rest of this stuff is, so yeah. We're going to go for that, and straight away we're going on to a level 3 or 4 fort. Very nice. And I'm going to micro all the initial movements by the boys, and then after that we are just going to let them do what they want to do, really. Parthia's coming straight out, a 28k stack there. Nice. I do think they might put up a little bit of a resistance. And of course, it can't be a Roman invasion without some desecration of temples. I mean, I'm starting to think that I might have made this front a little bit light, so we are going to put these guys on defend borders. Hopefully they'll defend over here. And apparently we were defeated somewhere, but oh, it's up here. It's up here. I was going to say, we've got so many troops that I can't even see where we were defeated, but yeah, things are going pretty fine. The problem is just the sheer size of the fronts here is ridiculous, and we're actually not going to be able to take that much land, unfortunately, because, you know, a lot of this is high value. So what I'm thinking of doing is if we can cut them off here, I don't think we'll be able to take all of that land, but we're going to try and take as much as possible, basically. It looks like Parthia's doing the old flanking tactic up here. They've got most of their troops up in the north. There's a couple of armies down here that you can see we are actually losing to. But apart from that, you know, things are going pretty well. I've got to say, there's certainly no pushover. They've been winning a few of the battles around here. So yeah, they're definitely not a pushover at the moment, but yeah, we're still gonna win, aren't we? So this is all about just cleaning up as much land as quick as possible. Well, guys, I think this is as far as we are going to go. This front, honestly, is not an issue at all. It's just this, because it's so open. It's so hard to catch anyone. I've been mixing between microing and not microing and seeing what sort of happens. And yeah, as you can see, it's going to be a few wars before we take these guys out, and unfortunately we can't sort the front out either. To be fair, I'd say that is quite a bit of a smaller front if we do this. It is literally 6 aggressive expansion for this land. It's just such high war score, man. Such high war score. Really, really high war score. We really don't want to have to do this so many times. I feel like it's going to be like 10 wars against Parthia just to get rid of them. I mean, we could do Imperial Conquest, but no, that would be chaos. I think we could do Imperial Conquest after the next war when we have a front, like, say, there. But for the rest of it, no way could we do Imperial Conquest. It would just be absolutely horrific. So, yeah, let's just go for that for now. Well then, guys, it's that time again. Time to beat up the Ptolemies. Basically, this is what we're going to have to do now. We're just going to have to go between that and that, like, constantly. The rest of the legions up here are building roads or chilling, having a well-earned rest. But these legions have marched all the way from Parthia all the way down to Africa as well. So, yeah, should be fine. Let's go again. And there we go, guys. All the provinces now that are available to us in Scandinavia have cities. I'm assuming this is where the Vikings are going to come from in their horned swan outfits. Well, there we go, guys. This is what we are going to take from them. I think it's 4 years before our peace with Parthia is up. So we're going to take this. Maybe we'll be able to get a couple of extra war goals. I'm thinking about maybe attacking the Indians here, but just for their land across this way. So let's see. God damn it. It looks like Kush or the Ptolemies or whoever has been pretty busy down here. Look at the amount of cities they have. How did they manage to keep all the food here? This is crazy. Like, what is going on? Ooh, that's got to sting, Parthia. I mean, we could actually go for them right away, and I think we will. I think we're just going to go for the Parthian revolt now. Let's go, boys. First things first, let's get into Kush and wipe them out. That should be rather easy. At the same time, we're going to attack these boys over here and basically just go for this land, and if we can take any of that, that would be good as well. There goes Kush, my friends. Very easy indeed. Insert joke. Well, guys, honestly, I think while our legions are marching into place, I think we just go for the deck here, because otherwise it's going to take too long for them all to get into place, and we're just going to go independent action for now and make sure they don't do anything crazy stupid, basically. Now, in this war against Bharat Varsha, we have taken this fort here. That should stop them moving past it. So that is a really good result there. And then hopefully we can occupy all of this land over here. Well, guys, I think we should probably cut and run from this Parthian revolt war, because otherwise I think they might peace out. So, yeah, this has been a very nice opportunity for us. Why do we... Oh, let's take that first and then we'll go. Well, guys, this... Can we take that? Yes, this is what we can take. So that is very nice. A free war against Parthia for us. Fantastic. And there we go. This is what we can take off Bharat. So the little lands down here and this bit of the Arabian Peninsula, sort of pushing them back quite a long way on the Arabian Peninsula, which is very good for us, guys. Well, now we are ready to fight Parthia one more time, and this time we are not going to make the same mistake. We are going to basically stack troops all along this border here. And damn, Abyssinia over here is a metropolis, and there is a couple of extra metropolises in the world, not least, of course, Rome. But yeah, mad. I did not realize that the Ptolemies have invested so much into that, and a Due as well. And what's this one? Syene as well. Cool. That's pretty interesting. It's not much of a metropolis anymore, however. Well then, guys, I think we are ready for Parthia round 3. So let's just get into it. Hopefully this will be a nice little war, but let's see. It was chaos over on this front before, wasn't it? So hopefully it's going to be less chaos this time. Well, this time it definitely seems to be going a little bit better. We've managed to carpet siege all of this land. We're not doing as well over here, but there is a lot of resistance over this side this time. So yeah, things are going relatively well, though, I'd say. One of our major issues, though, now is we've desecrated so many holy sites that there is literally hardly any left. So yeah, we might have to come up here and desecrate some of our own. Well, guys, this is what we can take. Oh, my days. We may have to do an imperial conquest at some point, because this is just absolutely ridiculous. Like, that is not even much land at all. Like, the thing is now, guys, as well, we do have all of the war score cost techs. So our war score cost is pretty much as low as we can get it. The only thing we could do is the imperial thing, which, yeah, I'm not too keen on, because it requires you carpet sieging every single province, which obviously is a nightmare. And there's a lot of provinces that they do have. We'll attack Ptolemy's one more time and see how we want to go forward with Parthia. And there goes Appius Claudius. So now we have a new emperor, Septimus III Cornelius. He's actually okay, to be fair, but he's a little bit old. And that's the sort of name placement we're after. Just a little more horizontal would be good. Maybe across here, but at least it's a big one. Time to beat up the Ptolemies for one last time. Let's go. And Sempronius's reign was mercifully short, so now we have Tullus III Cornelius Persicus, one of an interesting name for one of our leaders, and he's only 44, so hopefully, you know, he does some good stuff. He's got a lot of blood, by the way. He's part of all the families, but a glorious leader nonetheless. Well, there we go, guys. The Ptolemies, they put up a good fight. They've been in the game a lot longer than most other people, let's be honest. But that is their final death knell. Goodbye, Ptolemies. You were a good adversary for a little while, but not so much anymore. Well, guys, into Parthia once more, and we are just going to go for the normal war goal. When they're a little bit smaller, we might go for Imperial Challenge, but with fronts like this that are this big, it would be just horrific to try and deal with it. Hopefully they have some temples, because, yeah, we are very much running out of them. They don't have many, so, yeah, I think we're going to have to come into this area and have a bit of fun, shall we say. Ooh, and it looks like India is getting involved in the action too, so this should be a partition across here, which will be really good for us. Well, we have actually been losing quite heavily on this front, which is a little bit of a shame, mainly because most of our troops are down south, so yeah, we're going to have to come up north and defeat these pesky fools up here. And yeah, this war has been a lot messier than some of the previous ones. You can see the AI is stacking loads. I am still trying to micro every now and then, depending on where each one is. But yeah, it's a little bit of a mess. We have been defeated quite a few times, so it just goes to show you, you know, Parthia does still have a significant amount of troops. And of course, if we'd have taken the Imperial Challenge one, I think it would have just ended up being horrifically messy and not really worth it. I'm willing to take a little bit more time to have a better peace deal. And here is that peace deal. We're taking a little bit in the north, and we're pretty much pushing them a long way along, nearly out of Persia, which is pretty good, in my opinion. That is 41 AE, which is quite a lot because this land is rich. Let me just see what would happen if we just took the land up here. I mean, it's pretty much the same amount of AE, and it's not very rich land, and it's not that much really, so I think we'll go back to the other one. Well, there we go, guys. Very nice. Well, there we go. Very nice indeed. Those borders are fantastic. In the meantime, though, guys, we haven't been doing nothing. Let's just have a look at our culture map mode. Let's obviously get off the main cultures. And as you can see, Roman is running rampant up here. You know, all of these areas that we've taken, Roman is becoming very, very common indeed. I mean, it's amazing to see how quickly we can convert up in these areas. It's just crazy. And let's have a look at our religion. And yeah, look at that. That is insane, you know. This land, we've pretty much just taken it, and yeah, it's already Hellenic. You know, all of this land up here, again, pretty much just taken it. Same over here, and in here, and yeah, it's spreading like wildfire. We've also been building a lot of cities, as you can see. These ones were already sort of built by Scythia, I believe, but yeah, we've built a load of cities in Scandinavia, all of Scandinavia. We've built a load of cities in this sort of central belt over here as well. And I have actually built 4 cities in Iberia because they didn't, these, I think it was this province, this province, this province, and this province didn't actually have a city at all. There might be some other ones in here that don't, but I will check that. I don't, okay, yeah, there's one, for example, that we could build in. So yeah, there are a couple of extra places that we may have missed, so I will go back and build some cities in there. Very nice indeed. But guys, I think that's going to be it for today. I do have a set amount of time that I record these Roman episodes, and I don't like to go under or over it, and we are just about on the money right now. But I had an idea, guys, and that idea was that, would you be interested in me live streaming the rest of this as sort of a big live stream? It'd probably take quite a long time, 6 hours or more, depending on how fast the game runs while I'm live streaming. But would that be something that you would be interested in rather than episodes? Let me know down in the comments below, and make sure you do like and subscribe. It really does help the channel out. Without further ado, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all again on the next video.